Welcome back to the Farmhouse Table. We have our menu for the week. I'm gonna go through some of our recipes with you and hope that you enjoy. Let's get into it. All right, so it's Sunday. We are having slow cooker beef roast, mushroom and onion gravy, smashed potatoes, green beans, and biscuits. It is 10:30 in the morning, and here is the roast in the slow cooker. Just put some nonstick spray, put it on high. This was frozen, so I want to make sure I put it on high, put the lid on, and we will get back to that. Alrighty, here is our roast in the slow cooker, looking mighty fine. Literally did not put anything in there, just the meat. I will be ladling off a lot of that fat, but we'll keep a little bit of it in there for the gravy, which I will be showing you next. Here are our ingredients for the gravy. We have a can of mushrooms. Of course, you could use fresh mushrooms. 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup, 1 can of beef gravy, 1 can of beef broth, some Sean Connery sauce, and garlic paste. You could use fresh garlic or even garlic powder, some fresh black pepper, and I know we have an onion up front, but I like onion powder too. I just love onion. So we're gonna use that whole onion for the gravy. All right, I'm gonna share a little secret. It's not a secret if I'm telling you. So these are just great value biscuits. So when you cook biscuits, see how the top is nice and golden brown and beautiful, and you lift up underneath and they're kind of pale. So it says to cook them for about 14 minutes. I put the timer on for 12 minutes. Then I like to flip them over. Yeah, they're hot, but we're doing just fine. And I'm going to cook them for an additional 2 minutes to get the top, my mouth's like water so much, to get the top golden and crispy. I'm telling you, the texture of these biscuits are delicious. All right, friends, so just a little golden brown on this side. They're not that doughy gummy on the bottom anymore. I mean, this just makes for such a perfect biscuit, and they're yummy and chewy and moist and flaky in the middle. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. Alrighty, friends, so I am going to start the gravy. This is super simple. I went ahead and ladled off most of the fat from the dryer just went off, from the roast. So now I'm just taking, this is just 1 medium onion that I'm gonna cut up. All right, this onion doesn't look that great, but we're gonna use it anyway. No wasting. Oh, this one doesn't look, let me just take off this layer. Surely there's a better layer underneath. Oh, look at that. A little less onion, but we'll be okay. All right, so I hope that you all are having an awesome New Year so far. 2024, my lucky number's 4, so I feel like, okay, it's gonna be a good year. All right, so I'm gonna get this chopped up, and then I'm gonna get my bowl and mix the gravy ingredients together and then pour it over top of the roast. You could also cut, there's the dryer again. You could also cut the onions into rings if you like more of like a stringy kind of onion situation. Okay, I'm just gonna be pouring these over top of the roast to start. So I'm lots of smoke. I'm opening up my crock pot. I'm gonna throw my onions in there. Throw them in. And then we are going to get our gravy together. All right, let me grab my bowl. A little whisk action here. I'm gonna put my lid back on. Keep it cooking. All right, so I'm gonna add my ingredients. So, first thing I'm gonna add, I have 1 can of beef broth. Now, obviously you could use chicken broth. That's not gonna hurt anybody. And some cream of mushroom soup. There we go. And plop. Another cream of mushroom soup. Man, it'll come out. You know, you just got to give it a little jiggle. There we go. Oop. I I don't know why that's so funny to me. All right, then I've got my beef gravy. Let me give that a little mix before we add more. This does not look appetizing at the moment, but that's okay. It's gonna do its magic in the slow cooker. It's almost 3 o'clock, so we're probably gonna eat at like 5:30. So this will be perfectly done. All right, moving on. We are going to add about a tablespoon of garlic. This is garlic paste. Yeah, I'm not measuring. We're just gonna go for it. There we go. And then about 2 tablespoons of the Sean Connery sauce. 1, 2. Some onion powder. I don't know. How about 2 teaspoons? And then some black pepper. Here we go. All right, give that a mix. You know, you could add other ingredients, other spices if you want to, but this is just super basic and inexpensive. Yay! All right, now I do have my can of mushrooms here. I'm gonna go ahead and add that on top of the onions. I should have done that first, but that's okay. We're not worried about things. And then I'm gonna take my bowl full of gravy. Let me turn you a little bit. And I'm gonna pour my gravy right on top. Yes. Now do your magic, baby. Oh yeah. All right, put my lid back on. This is just gonna sit pretty here until we're ready to eat. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. Oh, we're gonna get started soon on our smashed potatoes. Let me explain. I'm gonna bring you up because I feel like you're talking to my shirt. Hi. So I have these golden potatoes. They're not huge potatoes because you wouldn't want to do this with big potatoes. I mean, they fit in my hand. I do have larger hands, but not that big. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna wash this out and put a little water in it, put these into that pot, and I'm gonna put them in the microwave just to like par cook them, just barely, not anything too crazy, because what we're gonna do, they're gonna be partially cooked. We're gonna take the 1 potato and I'm gonna get a glass. I know this is sounding very odd right now. I'm gonna get a glass and put the potato on the cutting board and smush the potato with the glass, and it's gonna be like mushed, but it's gonna stay together for the most part. And then we're gonna put them in the pan and we're gonna fry them. I'm so excited. We're gonna season them, put some Parmesan cheese on them, butter. Woo! Don't y'all love when you look down and your potato's making a face at you? Anyway, okay, I think I've had my lemon on coffee for the day. All right, let's move on. All right, so I'm putting my potatoes into my pot. Yes, those are dirty dishes on the other side of my sink. Well, Jimmy cracked corn, and I don't care. I told y'all, I'm not trying to make this channel all pretty and perfect, because that is not how most people and how I live my life. All right, add about 1 inch of water. Perfect. And then I'm gonna pop these into the microwave. All right, these potatoes, I'm gonna put these in the microwave. Obviously, it depends how many you're putting in there, how big your taters are. I'm gonna put these in for 10 minutes. I think that's gonna be good. So, cook time. All right, perfect. And then I like to do these early because I know it's not time to eat yet, because you don't want to be working with potatoes that are hot like magma. All right, y'all, we're gonna start on these potatoes again. All right. I have my cutting board with some parchment paper, just so it's easier to remove the potatoes from the cutting board. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off about 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm gonna put that in my frying pan. I've got my extra large one. And I'm gonna put the burner on medium high. Now, you will be so excited to see my pans. My sister got me a set of pots and pans for Christmas, so no more of those ugly, burnt, scratched pans. And they're wonderful. They're wonderful. Okay, moving on. And if you want to know, let's see, they were the Costco, or I think they were Sam's brand of pots and pans, and they seem to be working wonderfully so far. Okay, so I've got my potatoes in my pot here. Remember, we had them in the microwave for about 10 minutes. I have a glass. I'm gonna take some nonstick spray and spray the bottom of my glass. That doesn't mean it's not gonna stick, but it's gonna help, okay? So I'm gonna take my glass and I'm just gonna smoosh it. Like that. That was a big smoosh, okay? But it should remain in one vessel, okay? So see, it's about, I don't know, an inch and a half. Like I just broke this one, that's fun. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again to more potatoes here. Now to season these, to start with, I'm just gonna be using my regular home fry recipe seasonings, which is seasoning salt and Mrs. Dash. Okay, now I will be honest with you. When I normally do these, I use smaller potatoes, like the little ones. I'm not used to using these big ones. You're getting a little bit more of a workout, okay? And they're probably gonna break apart a little easier, but whatever. It's gonna be great. All right. I'm gonna smush this one, and then I'm gonna season these on the one side and toss them into the pan. So when when you season potatoes, y'all need to go in. Don't be shy, you know? So season salt, and then I'll do season side down, and then season the other side. You can hear my butter getting all acquainted with my pan. All right. Now I need to take y'all to the stove, all right? I've got my couple tablespoons of butter, and I'm gonna plop these in seasoned side down. A lot of the seasoning just came off of that one. Now these may break apart, it's okay, it tastes the same. As they cook though, it'll keep the potato a little bit more intact. This one's broken, but we are going to do our best. Okay, I'm gonna turn the temperature down just a little bit. I've got to mush some more of my potatoes and get them in the pan real quick. Right, now I filled up my pan, seasoned side down. So now I'm gonna go ahead and season the other side. Now you don't want the temperature too high to burn the butter in your pan. And I'm really trying not to burn these pans because I cook so much. All right, Mr. J's and Ellie are outside playing tennis, so you're gonna hear them coming in and out. All right, I'm just gonna let these cook for a few minutes on this side and flip them over to the other side. All right, I just took the potatoes out of the skillet or the frying pan, and most of them stayed perfectly intact. I'm looking at the camera and it looks like they're all charred, but they're not. They look perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab some, oops, that one got a little extra love, some Parmesan cheese, and I'm gonna sprinkle this on top of each one. Then I'm gonna throw this into a 400-degree oven for like 5 minutes, just to get that kind of toasted a little bit. Ooh, yum. All right, friends, here's the lineup. There is our beef roast in there, swimming under all that delicious gravy. We got some help from Margaret Holmes for some delicious green beans. Here are our smashed potatoes. We have a little salad here, and then our biscuits. Yum! Thank you so much for watching.